Doctor, we meet again. The Time Lord and the Toy Maker. One final game.
Take away the toys. What am I? Where do I start? Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke. Also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. Totally blew me away. I thought I thought the giggle was just amazing. I mean, Neil Patrick Harris, what a fantastic performance he put on as the toy maker. I mean, it was just non-stop. The pace was just so fast. I wasn't happy that the last two episodes didn't feel very special. This was proper special. This was a proper Doctor Who anniversary story. I've watched it twice. I absolutely loved it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to know where to start. I've got to say, RTD, the writing, just amazing. I mean, it's proper old school Doctor Who, but you can tell that story's been in his head for years and years and years. Honestly, I'm just blown away by it. I mean, the special effects. I mean, I mentioned last week the special effects for the last episode, ambitious but a little bit ropey in places. I got to be honest, and that's what I always do. I'm always honest when I'm reviewing this, but everything was perfect in the episode. Honestly, everything. I'm so happy. I'm so happy we got a proper 60th anniversary story. Although, thinking back, I think really they should have had the first two episodes before the 23rd of November. Then you've got your Dalek colorised special on the Thursday. And then the 25th of November, they should have had this story. So I don't know why they've kind of had, left this anniversary story all the way up to today. I think that was wrong, but it's all done and dusted now. Absolutely, absolutely fantastic. But where do I start? Straight away, you got Melanie Bush back, which is a lovely touch. I mean, we all knew Mel was coming back. I love Bonnie Langford. I mentioned it in one of my last videos. I met her once. We had a big discussion about Big Brother. But yeah, it's great having her. I mean, it was good seeing her in Power of the Doctor, but it was such a brief cameo appearance. And I never really thought that we'd ever find out how she returns from Ice World with Sablon Glitz, and we found out everything about Sablon Glitz. I would have liked to have known what happened to Dibber from Trial of the Time Lord, or George from London's Burning. But no, it was great. It was a nice nod to the past to both Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy, and you can see they had a big budget on this particular episode. I mean, when the toy maker materialised with his magic door at Unit HQ, and then the soldiers went to shoot him, and all rose petals are coming out, and then he turned two soldiers into bouncing balls. Proper sick, but just fantastic. So well done when you saw the face in the ball, and then the Doctor says that they're dead. And also the puppets in the episode. I mean, it was done so well, and also touching on the deaths of Amy Pond and Clara Oswald and Bill Potts. Again, nods to the past. The Flux is mentioned again, which I know it was mentioned last week, but I kind of thought they were going to just let it drop. So I was surprised to hear the Flux mentioned for a second time, unless it's going to be part of the new series, which I kind of doubt, because they're proper going. They're taking a fresh approach to Doctor Who, so I can't see the Flux being mentioned again. Really, there's just so much. There's so much to cover. I mean, you had when the Doctor realises it is actually the toy maker And then you have the scenes from the 1966 episode, The Celestial Toy Maker. And that was a lovely nod back to the first Doctor, William Hartnell. That was lovely. And that was colourised as well. So that was beautifully done. So again, more nostalgia. Felt like a proper anniversary episode. And then you've, let's cut to the chase. The B Regeneration. Now, someone had mentioned to me about the B Regeneration, and I wasn't sure. I'd been avoiding spoilers. I wasn't sure about having the 14th Doctor still existing within the same time stream. But I thought it was great. I know loads of people are going to kick off about it, but it was done fantastic. It was so different, so fresh, so new. It was great having Mel there, who obviously was there for I say Colin Baker's regeneration. It wasn't really, and she was passed out for most of it. But she was aware of regeneration. Donna was aware of regeneration as well, and Ncuti just played the part beautifully. Ncuti in the episode, I don't know why, but he reminds me of Tom Baker. He almost plays himself. I mean, he's a fantastic actor, but he just slipped into the Doctor's shoes just with ease, with no issues at all. And he had to, because he had to play the final game. I thought it was strange though when David Tennant, after they won the game, he said to the Toy Master about banish you from existence forever, because in the original story, the Toy Maker would just, if he lost the game, he would just start again and have to rebuild a new world. So I don't know why he would be banished from existence forever. And also, he hasn't seen the Toy Maker for thousands of years. So I don't know why that was the case. But yeah, it was done so beautifully. Also in the regeneration as well. I mean, another little nod to the past was, and it was different. But during the split regeneration, when the 14th Doctor says it feels different this time, which is exactly what Peter Davidson said when he regenerated in the caves of Androzani. So again, that was lovely. I loved these little Easter eggs, and then to kind of cover the whole of all the Doctors, to cover all the Doctors. One of the things is I didn't understand why the 14th Doctor was so tired. I know he'd kept going and going and going, which is what Ncuti was saying. He'd been going on and on and on since that very first meeting with the Toy Maker, and he mentioned like with his younger self, like William Hartnell, which I thought that was a lovely touch. But then he mentioned past adventures, which I thought was lovely. Put on trial, like from the War Games, exiled, spearhead from space, the key to time, Tom Baker, Logopolis, Adric in Earthshock, River Song, Sarah Jane, Rose, The Time War, Pandorica, Mavic Chen. I thought that was mad. Mavic Chen. I mean, first Doctor episode, Guardian of the Solar System from the 41st century, from the Daleks' master plan, and then there was the Gods of Ragnarok from the Greatest Show in the Galaxy. So yeah, there was so many nods to the past, and I think that's what I like. I'm a sucker for nostalgia. I thought it was brilliant. I'd give the episode 10 out of 10. I don't care what anyone else says. I mean, there's already people writing off this episode before it even aired, and writing off the whole series. And and the thing is, each to their own. If you don't like it, don't watch it. But I thought it was great. I thought it was everything I wanted in an anniversary story. I'm still not sure about this this 14th Doctor living in the same time stream, or the fact that Ncuti was able to just make another TARDIS. But as I mentioned earlier, I believe that this has always been in RTD's in the back of his mind, because when he did the Metacrisis Doctor, originally the Doctor gave the Metacrisis Doctor a piece of TARDIS so he could grow his own TARDIS. So in theory, you could have had adventures with the Metacrisis Doctor and Rose, but the way it's been left, I think that you will see David Tennant reprising his role as the 14th Doctor. I mean, I don't know if this has got anything to do with Disney. It's strange, but it's never been done before. But in some ways, it was good that you didn't have to say goodbye to the 14th Doctor. And the fact of the matter is, he has been travelling in the TARDIS. He went to Mars, and he's gone to New York with Mel. So yeah, I mean, it's really looking exciting. So I'm well up for the Christmas special. I think it's going to be. I mean, it's literally days away. I think it's going to be fantastic. I did see the trailer with Ncuti in his kilt, but it kind of makes sense because he's only got his pants and his shirt on and his tie and his baseball boots. And it was good to see the Converse logo on the baseball boots for a change, because I remember David Tennant as the 10th Doctor, they had to cover up the little circle on his Converse, which I just thought was ridiculous. So it's all good. I loved it. I know a lot of people will hate it, and a lot of people will say that they're never going to watch Doctor Who again, and they'll still continue to watch it and still continue to moan about it. You know, each to their own, but it was absolutely fantastic. Can't wait for the Master to return, because I love the Master. I really would like Sasha to return as the Master. I thought he was brilliant as the Master with Jodie Whittaker. I thought he was great. He was just, I think he was one of the maddest Masters in Doctor Who history. I thought he was wonderful. I'd love him to come back to face off against Ncuti, which I'm sure he will. You know, it could be a few years' time, but I'm sure he'll be back. And I'm sure when they found the or whoever it is found the gold tooth, I'm sure there was voices and laughing in the background. I'm sure I could hear Anthony Ainley, his laughter. I'm sure it was him. I don't know for sure, but it really sounded like Anthony Ainley as one of those laughs. But anyway, that's the end. That is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. Loved the episode, as I think you can tell. Really looking forward to Christmas. I think the episode's on at 5:55 on Christmas Day, so I'll definitely be watching. And I'll see you in the next one.